Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So the daily candle is closed and it's been a sell-off day. No major sell-offs, but still seems like the selling increased a little bit towards the end of the day. The S&P 500 also didn't have a very good day, so we saw a little bit of a downside there. Again, nothing major, but Bitcoin kind of moved together with the S&P 500 there. And yeah, we are still holding support. I mean, it was pretty much a day where nothing happened really in the grand scheme of things. We dipped further into the support region, but the parameters are still being respected. However, also unchanged from previous videos, or unchanged from the previous video that I made earlier today, right? Where I told you there's no evidence a low is in. So the correction is set to continue. That means we have to be ready for a possible break of support because we're already quite deep in support. There's no buy reaction that's in any way substantial. The price broke below the 63,100 level. I think in the previous video we had seen a reaction, but it was not sufficient as a buy reaction to change the trend from a local downtrend back into an uptrend. So the trend is still down, and there is no sign the low is in. So correction is set to continue. What happens? So if we break below 62,520, then this is a good sign that or first signal that the rally is failing. But it could be that we are already in this larger degree fourth wave. Okay. At the moment, I'm tracking a smaller degree wave 4. That we get one more high in wave 5 of 3. Possible target round about 66,880. Or let's say between these two fib levels here, between 65,500 and 66,880 for one more high. But it is also possible that we are already in the larger fourth wave. If that's the case, then key support is 61,738 and 61,000. Below 61,000, I really don't have any support level left here in this diagonal pattern to the upside. The only other scenario I could then imagine is that this B wave is resetting. So that again is the first sign that this entire rally is failing, but that's still possible. It's just a corrective mess, and it remains a corrective mess. The breakout was promising, it still is, but the support is quite deep now, or we're testing support now quite deep. The thing is, some altcoins are already failing their impulsive rallies. That's always a concern. But we know that altcoin sentiment hasn't really been good this cycle so far. Bitcoin is still holding its position in the Fibonacci support zone, so the wave count doesn't need to change. There haven't really been any reasons for massive updates today because not much happened, okay? The only thing that now is interesting is how the market will react to the red resistance zone. It's a pivot, it's previous resistance, and could now act as support. What area is that? So you see here all these previous highs at around 61,900. The price broke above these and broke out to the upside, okay? And is now testing that area from above. That's what I highlighted in the previous video. It could be that the price is coming down to test that pivot from above there, but there is not that one level, okay? So we have this previous swing high from the 8th of August. That's what we're testing right now. We're testing the top of the box. 62,000, and that's not Elliott Wave related, right? But it's still a key support now, 62,800. And then we have another key level in this previous resistance zone at around 61,900. That's a good overlap with that 61,700 level, the 50% retracement of the lower support area. So analysis is quite simple. As long as we're holding the upper support area, one more high would be ideal. We haven't broken support, but the depth of the decline makes me question whether we're already in the larger fourth wave. But then we could still find support here. Below 61K, I would have to change the wave count. Okay, at the moment it's just, okay, which wave 4 is it? But below that, I have to assume, yeah. I mean, bear in mind, if we break below 61K, we're breaking back below the previous breakout pivot here. And that's not great. That means we're falling back into the 2-week range that we were in before. And that could lead to quite a sell-off, bit of panic selling maybe. The rally from the 5th of August low is only still a 3-wave rally. And as I explained in previous videos, we could easily break support. We can really only expect that we are in the next rally to the upside, and that on the 5th of August a low formed, a substantial low, once we get all these 5 waves completed. Because then we have an indication that the market intends to turn the trend back to the upside after a multi-month correction that started in March. So this is just too messy, okay? There are many analysts who don't even put labels on this. I mean, I at least try to help you understand what's happening here, but it isn't easy, I can tell you that. And there will be plenty of different wave counts that apply here because, again, this is a diagonal pattern. There's nothing impulsive about this move to the upside. Keeps us on our toes. But yeah, at the moment, we are testing that previous breakout pivot. So pay some attention to these key levels now. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.